live. Let's see. Find out if anyone's going to jump in here or not with me. First time going live. Check out my chat though. Hey, Black Rifle Medic. Welcome. First time I've actually gone live on here to kind of see how this is going, but it's going good. I appreciate you jumping in here. Like I said, first time I've really kind of jumped in here and done a live. I figured everyone else is doing it, so I might as well do it myself. Kind of see what it's all about. See if I can check the chat in here. Alright. Turn the volume down on that. Welcome, welcome. Right. Yeah. A lot of people are doing it. I just kind of wanted to see how it was going to work. I may do. I don't know if it's a YouTube thing that it's doing all of the just vertical. I mean, I can go live the other way, I guess. Just change the orientation of my phone. Like I said, I figured I would just kind of jump in here and chat and you know, I posted a video that went live today about going live and some of the do's and don'ts of it, and so I thought I'd jump in and we'd see how it goes. Some of my stuff back here. I have a limited space, so you know I can only do so much back there. So if anyone has questions about what we got sitting back here, just let me know. We'll be happy to answer any questions about them. But I got 5 people viewing right now. So if you're viewing, go ahead and let us know you're here. Let us know you're in the chat. But I'm gonna let my dogs in, so don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So if you're viewing the chat right now, Stormtrooper Accuracy just passing through. All right, welcome into the chat. Something just slid over there. Oh, don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. That was me touching. I just was moving this. I didn't touch anything. So YouTube, don't take me down. Don't take me down. I'll have to blank out the screen if something happens behind me. All right. Any questions? Any chats? Like I said, I posted a video today about going live, some of the things you can do and don't do. And I know I turned around, I came back here, looked like I touched everything, but I didn't. So just be careful with that. You know, that's one of the things I posted today about going live, right? Just being near the firearms, right, and put my hand back there. That could have actually been a flag that YouTube could see and pulled alive, and I didn't touch it. It looked like it, but I didn't. And so that's one thing you got to be careful of when you're doing this live stuff is you almost got to be dialed in and make sure that none of your stuff is anywhere near where you might accidentally touch it, which is kind of frustrating. So we'll see. There is, so the can that's on this 300 blackout right here is from it's an energetic Peak 30, and I was looking at getting one for their 9mm, because again, this is a 300 blackout, so that's a 30 caliber can, so I can't do 9mm through it. That one. I do have a can from JK Armament that's a 9mm up to actually up to a 46 caliber. So, but I want to get one for my AP5 that's a dedicated, and so I'm looking at getting one from Energetic that is their 9mm can. But that's not until until January, like you said, Black Rifle, because you know the whole thing was, you know, was it a win for the National Firearms Act? Yeah, but it kind of fell short, and that kind of sucks. So we're just, you know, at the mercy of that. Hopefully, there's some lawsuits being filed that are going to hopefully push through, because without the tax stamp, the $200 fee, which is what the whole stamp is predicated around, then it actually negates the whole tax stamp thing. So hopefully they can push that through the courts and we can see some sort of resolution to that before January. Will it happen before January? No, unless they can get some sort of emergency thing through the courts. But you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But you know, the $200 being removed, that's pretty awesome. And also, like with this 300 blackout right here, that's not been SBR'd. So, you know, that's another nice thing. Yeah, you got to go through the whole nut roll, but at least I'm not going to pay $200 to SBR that. So I might just SBR that when the January rolls around. So I really don't agree with the National Firearms Act. I don't agree with having to, because basically it just becomes a registry, and so I'm not going to wait until the whole thing goes through. Of course, I'll still SBR it, and I'll buy some new cans in January. It's actually kind of cool. There's a gun store that I go to. Yeah, the Sonus is one that Energetic has, and I think it's gold, which I don't know if I want a gold can though. Let's see. Let me see if I can find that on here. While this comes out, but yeah, like I was saying, so you know, come January, I'll SBR some stuff. I'll get it done, which will be awesome. Oh no, yeah. See, their Sonus is gold. I don't know if they're gonna make those in black. So, you know, that's the one I was actually looking at, probably getting, and go and dedicate that to my AP5 that I have. So that may be something that I do. But definitely going to get some more, because I don't want to switch cans around. I'd rather have dedicated cans for each thing. Like I want a dedicated 5.56 can, which this one here I do put on I have a WMD Beast 10.5-inch AR that I built, and I have the Plan A, Plan B muzzle adapters, so I can just pull that off, put it on there. And I have a 7.5-inch from Bear Creek Arsenal, which is a right side charging, that I can put that on there. So I can swap those around, but eventually I'd rather not do that. I'd rather put a dedicated can like the Sonus on my AP5 and do a tri-lug on it and be done. So that's the thought on that. But this energetic Peak 30 that I have on this 7.5-inch Turner Blackout is amazing. It is absolutely fantastic. It's really, really awesome. So there's definitely worth having. Yeah, you know, when the okay, see, so they must have done those in black, because I know initially they came out and they were only in gold, from what I understood, and so but now if they have them in black, then that's probably a done deal. That's probably the one I'll grab. But yeah, they screwed this up. You know, when the Senate parliamentarian got involved and claimed that it wasn't a budget thing, which is stupid because it actually is a budget thing, because it's a tax that directly affects budget. The politicians should have just told her to go, you know, pound sand and been done, and kind of frustrating they didn't. But again, I don't think it's over. I think we're still going to see more to do. I think the fight's still going to happen. So that's good. So Black Rifle Medic, where so Black Rifle Medic, where does that come from? Does that come from military? Does it come from your paramedic? Hey, welcome, below average Utah dad. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. This is the first thing that I've done this, so I thought I would jump in and kind of chat with people, because I don't really chat with subscribers I have on the channel. You know, and I reached 10,000 subscribers, which was awesome, and it's due to everyone who's subscribed to it. So I really appreciate that. So welcome, below average. I really appreciate you being on the channel tonight. But Black Rifle, yeah. Are you medic? Are you former military, or are you a paramedic? What do you got there? I am former military, and I am I was I'm Army veteran, and I am a paramedic as well. Yeah, below average. Yeah, definitely. You know, it's a grind. So, you know, anyone who comes in here, so below average, if you're not subscribed to Black Rifle Medic and vice versa, go ahead and do that. Make sure everyone's subscribing there so we can support each other. So Black Rifle, is that the Sonus? Is it the Sonus K? Let me go on their channel and see what we got here. So there's the Sonus. See, now you got me looking up suppressors here to see which one I'm gonna grab next. There's so many options out there now for suppressors. It's hard to even wrap your head around it, because I am not huge in the suppressor game. I have 3, and so yeah, so definitely still learning my way around the whole suppressor game. The Ferox, the Vox, Sonus. I don't know, I don't see the K on there though. But yeah, below average, am I subscribed to your channel? It'd be embarrassing if I'm not. Let me go look and see. Let's see. Oh my God, below average Utah dad. I am now subscribed to you, sir. I was not before, but I am now. So there you go. Yeah, I mean, you're a black rifle medic. Okay, I see it. I see it. I see it. But it probably does spark a lot of questions, doesn't it? Like, are you a paramedic or were you a medic in the army or whatever? So, yeah, I bet you it does spark some stuff. You know what, Black Rifle? Let me, if you're gonna be y'all gonna be in the chat, I guess I better make sure I'm even subscribed to y'all, right? And there we go. I am not, but I am now. I am now. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So do you work for a company, or is it something that you just got into, that you were big into the AR world? So again, I just subscribed to Below Average and Black Rifle. I got you guys. I appreciate you being on here. Yeah, we got to get some more numbers on here for y'all subscribers. Black Rifle, got to get those up. All right. Down to 3 viewers. That's all right. They'll come and go. They'll come and go. People going to bed. People getting bored. People scanning through stuff, seeing who's online. It will get some more people in here watching. Again, we're talking about some of the stuff with the short act and the HPA. We had some questions on it. We kind of talked about that, and then the firearms I have back here. So if anyone has questions about those, just real quick, this is my my 7.5 inch 300 blackout from PSA. We're running an EOTech XPS with a Radian Raptor charging handle, Radian Talon selector switch, running the Votatsu laser light combination and the Energetic Peak 30 can with a 2.5 pound single stage Timney drop-in trigger, which is pretty amazing. So that one's been pretty sick. This one over here, this is what was the Palmetto State Armory M4. So if anyone who's seen anyone who's seen the stuff from Palmetto State Armory, that or M4 that has the tan, old school, clamshell handguard, that's what this used to be. And so I swapped out for the Magpul foregrip, running a Feyachi red dot combo with 5-time magnifier. The Ordnance Group 37 millimeter launcher on it, and just installed today a FUD super safety. So that's going to be fun to get out to the range on Friday. So that's what you're looking at back here from behind me. Maybe we'll blank out the camera for a second, and maybe we'll throw the AP5 up here, or we'll throw something else back here. But that's what we got right here. Ammo Alchemist, what is up, brother? Everyone else was doing this ammo, so I had to jump on and do it because everyone else was doing it. So I just like jump in there and do it. Yeah, Black Rifle. I get the bug, that's for sure. I just want to keep buying more and more. But how many ARs do I need? I guess a lot. How many do I have? I have, let's see, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 AR, 8. Let's see. Mineral Blackout, that one. Then I have my Beast. I have my Bear Creek. I have another Bear Creek. I have a Diamondback. I have the Radical. I have my AR. So 8. I have 8 ARs. You have 100. No, ammo. You do not have. You have 100 ARs. Hell no. Ultra Fire. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. If you're here, hopping in, this is the first time I've decided to do a live to kind of see what it was all about, kind of hang out. Since it's new, thought I would just give it a shot and see who's out there, who wants to pop in. Oh, my the one I just posted about the going live stuff. I appreciate it. You know, I thought, well, I'm just gonna try and do something fun and just kind of like try to put a little humor in there. I'm not the funniest guy in the world, but I definitely thought I would put a little humor in there. So I appreciate that you watched it. I appreciate that you liked that video. I really do. I really do. Yep. You know, I just gotta make sure who else is in here. Trey Derrick. Would you say PSA or Bear Creek Arsenal for budget ARs? You know, Trey, I did a series, I did a couple videos where I put a Palmetto State Armory, I put a Bear Creek Arsenal, and I put a Radical. All three together. And at the end of the day, I've got to say the Bear Creek, in terms of the shot groups, in terms of the accuracy, the tightness, and if I'm not mistaken, the Bear Creek Arsenal actually was the one that kind of edged out everything else, to be honest. And the Bear Creek Arsenal, I have had no problems at all. At all. It has been fantastic. It has been fantastic. The Bear Creek Arsenal. Now, below average, he's right. If you can put one together yourself, do it. If you've never built one, go ahead and do it. I have a WMD Beast that I built, which is pretty awesome. I built it from the ground up, put all the pieces together, and then I have a Bear Creek Arsenal 7.5 inch that I put on an Aero Precision lower and an Aero Precision parts kit, and it's been awesome. Been super happy with it. And then BCM, I have no BCM stuff. I have no BCM, but the Bear Creek Arsenal, yeah, they're pretty awesome. So Bear Creek Arsenal sent me an AR-10, and they sent me their AR-15. Now I will say the AR-10 initially had a little bit of issue, but it's broken in. It's been great. The 5.56 or 223 right out of the gate has been flawless, absolutely flawless. But yeah, like below average said, if you can build one, go ahead and build it. It's fun to do, and it's not overly complicated. And Trey, I just subscribed to your channel, brother, so I appreciate it. But yeah, build one. It's not hard to do. Not hard to do. I would say the hardest thing about building an AR is putting the front detent pin in for the freaking takedown pin. What a pain in the ass. Yeah, so when it comes to the Bear Creek, you know, so only, I don't want suppressors to dominate my time and my checkbook. 2011s, I have the only 2011 I have is my Springfield Prodigy. That's my only 2011, and it's given me a fit. I had my local gun shop do some work to it, and I'm hoping that's going to smooth it out. So yeah, Trey, you know, if you want to jump into the ARs and build one, go ahead and buy an upper. Maybe buy an upper from Bear Creek Arsenal, and then build the lower. And then, once you've done that, then swap. Next time, build a lower, and then, or buy a lower, build the upper. And then after that, build the whole thing, which is kind of what I did. And so it was really fun. So welcome Stovepipe TV. Welcome. What calibers are the AR? So this is my Palmetto State Armory 7.5 inch 300 blackout. And this one is my Palmetto State Armory, and this is 223-556. So that's what we're looking at right here. And I do have an AR in 308, but that is put away right now because I have a very limited amount of space that I can actually put some of my firearms in. So, but that's what you're looking at right here. And this is 16-inch barrel, and this is a 7.5 inch barrel. So that's what we're looking at right there, Stovepipe. And there we go, Stovepipe. I just subscribed to you, brother. Appreciate you coming by. So what else is going on out there in this world? Yeah, like I said, I have an AR-10 from Bear Creek Arsenal. It's a right side charging, which I think is awesome. It's a 20-inch barrel, and it's fun. It's fun to shoot. It's fun. So I'm really considering picking up an AR-10 or picking up an upper down to a 16-inch barrel, maybe even a little bit shorter, just for shits and giggles, because it's fun. It's expensive to shoot, but it's fun. I really enjoy it. I really do. So again, if you're just hopping in, I don't know who's here with us still. If you're new to the live that we got going on, we're talking about all kinds of stuff. What kind of calibers you like, what weapons you have. We're talking about some of the new things with suppressors and the Hearing Protection Act, the short act for SBRs. We're talking about some of the firearms that you're seeing right here. The two that you're seeing here is, again, my Palmetto State Armory 7.5 inch 300 blackout with an energetic Peak 30 on top for a can. It's running a Votatu laser light combo pressure switch with an EOTech XPS optic, running a Timney 2.5 inch 2-stage drop-in trigger with a Radian Talon 45-degree throw